Um, Thanks for tuning in my channel. What's up, YouTube? It's Johnny. Today I want to discuss liberal propaganda and why ownership is so important. You see, I als- I always want to be honest. I'm covered in tattoos because I looked up to Lil Wayne when I was a kid. I came from a home with a lot of domestic violence, and as a kid, I looked for a out, a connection to some sort to make me feel not so bad about my situation. And I remember Lil Wayne was a kid as I was, and he was rapping, and his pants were sagging, and he had tattoos. And so I naturally gravitated to start getting tattoos. I got my first tattoo at 15. By the time I was a senior in high school, I was covered. And while I'm not blaming the artist for their influence on myself or any other young individual in this world, I'm only starting this out to acknowledge that our celebrities do have influence on our youth. And so when our celebrities don't own anything and they're just puppets for somebody else to control, it's why you have to do stuff like this, right? Because you don't have the ability to decide anything on your own. Look at this. Now hold on real quick. Ain't we tired of misogyny? Ain't we tired of men only looking for women as sexual objects? Don't we want to get away from that? Don't we want men to respect women and see us as more than somebody to sleep with? Don't we have enough single mothers in our community? But also, I want to peep out all of the stereotypes in this video because while I understand the yes women are wearing the weave, the nails, that's all somebody else's culture, and that's to extract money and resources from our community. And when the last time you seen somebody wearing the damn jersey dress? This is not the 2004 Nelly Shake Your Tail Feather. No, this is not. And Mia X, she wasn't even with Cash Money. She was with No Limit. I know Master P and C Murder and Silk the Shocker them are just disgusted with you. And Juvenile and Manny, I know y'all couldn't call Lil Wayne with this. Ain't no way in hell y'all said, "Hey Wayne, we no. Wayne would never, never, ever, ever." But this is attacking a certain part of our population. And also look at the why does the guy have to have ripped 8-pack abs? A Juvie or Manny Fresh don't look like that. The average guy that I know walking around in the inner city don't look like that. I mean, you got a few of them that's fresh out of jail that's ripped, but why are we pushing those stereotypes? Like once again, like I'll say for my whole childhood, I never saw a man walk out of his house in a suit and get into a nice car and leave. But I saw a bunch of men like this and watches and gold teeth and chains and big t-shirts and baggy jeans and guns on their hip and do-rags. That's what I had to look up to as a little boy. So I had to learn to find my own way and what being a man is in this world. So when I'm 16 and I got gold teeth in my mouth, that's because my environment led me to that. You know, the best thing that ever happened to me, I was 14 years old before my grandma passed. And I had just grew my hair out to get braids. And I went to my grandma's house and she said, "Little Johnny, ain't nobody ever gonna take you serious with that hair on your head." And at the time, I didn't get what she was saying. I was like, "Grandma, everybody got braids. Allen Iverson, the best player in the league." And now as a man, I get it. We are looked at as characters, as toys. You notice every rapper got little in front of them, little baby, the baby, little Wayne. We stay little. I mean, the unfortunate part about Snoop Dogg is he has to die Snoop Dogg. He can't mature into a grown man. He can't say I'm done with this character. I want to put it back in the closet. He's forced to be that character forever, and that's what these liberals make you do. You know, you listen to Tupac a lot, and Tupac said that he had to always remind himself to be in character. He had to remember that he was playing a character. And these current day rappers, they're not acting like they're playing a character. They're really making us think this is who they are when they walk around. This is the real individual. This is their real self. And that's not true. We need to be honest because we're destroying our own community. There's no way you can say the white supremacy is destroying us when Juvenile takes cash money taken over for the 99 and 2000 and promotes it for a vaccine.
We could do the thing. Internet date chat, I'm your mate chat. Download the app, shorty, you ain't gotta wait chat. I love it when you hold me, ain't playing emoji. You could be the young hot thing, I'll be the OG. Girl, you look good, want your facts that thing.
And once again, all the old schools, like I said, I understand this is targeting a certain part. You ain't targeting no suburbs with these cars like this. You targeting the people to be a swope on Sunday or who be hanging out the gas station at Quick Trip. But what we're not getting is, do you see how they pushing so much sexual activity on our community? Like when I was a kid, I always go back to that. My grandma was like, no sex before marriage. They saying just get the vax. They ain't saying they ain't saying get the rubber. They ain't saying get the gnome. They not saying, no nothing before marriage. They saying get the vax and make the cheeks clap. And I'm so confused because well, I won't say who because I know who's behind this. But what I'm noticing is, are we not falling for this? Like Juvenile, he knows the majority of black people. Like, yeah, we ain't rocking with that, bro. Ain't no way in hell you about to make me some experiment for some pig. I mean, for some vaccine. And you can say, oh, this is different from the Tuskegee Project, or this is different. Show me where I'm supposed to look at and say, oh, the black man should trust the government, especially the Democrat government. And then before you come back and say the Republicans are racist, bro, I ain't sat here and told nobody to be a Republican. I just said ain't no way in hell you should be a Democrat. The last thing a black person should do is be a Democrat in the United States of America. And I'm not talking about from 2021. I'm saying you can go back, look up the Democrat slogan from 1868. Look up the Democrat National Convention from 1924. I'm not talking about anything. I don't want to hear about the 60s on the party switch because nothing switched. You can go watch the movie all the way about Lyndon Baines Johnson. You can go read the book Color, Communism, and Common Sense by Manning Johnson. I know history and I know we've been manipulated. We were freed out of one form of slavery and we got into another and didn't even know it. And the most unfortunate part about this form is it's mental, it's not physical. We're free to move around, but our brains is locked because we got to step back and see through this propaganda. So, because we know evil. It's just we fell in love with the frequency of the music. Tupac said that. He said, "Pay attention to when you like the beat more than you like the words." And they've co-opted everything that's so-called black culture. It gets extorted from us, and then they make a huge profit off of it. You can look up right now that out of all the rappers that have died of homicides, 51.7%. So here they are taking our same music that promotes so much of our homicides, so much of our single motherhood and our abortion culture and our get the bag, and then they flip it to this. And then you get the same argument back. The music doesn't affect that community and music has no say. So, man, come on. You got to go understand the mind and the subconscious mind and how your thoughts become your reality and what you hear over and over again subconsciously seeps into your mind. We got to stop pretending that we ain't smart enough to learn this stuff, people. We got to stop excusing bad behavior. We have to stop allowing these negative stereotypes to be painted on us. This is not okay. And I'm sure there's so many people who are disgusted with this, just like I am. Go get the shot. Really? Really, really, really. What I would like to see, honestly, is I would like to hear somebody's argument pro this. Why this is a good thing, how this helps anybody, how is this not more propaganda, how is this not us just being used as somebody's puppet? Because I'm confused as hell. I don't understand no way, how, shape, or form. I want to know how much Juvenile was paid for this. Manny Fresh, did Birdman really rob y'all that bad? Were y'all really broke as hell that we agreed to do a vax that thing up? This is overly embarrassing. I'm at a loss for words. 400 Degrees was a very nice album, bro. Gosh. The G Code. I love the movie Baller Blocking. I'm just really, really, really. I can't even say disappointed because I don't have no physical emotions to this. I'll say I know how our media affects our youth because I was once one of those kids that thought you guys are cool. Now I understand ain't none of these celebrities cool, and they not worth looking up to. They not worth idolizing. They are regular humans just like me and you. But they play this role of holier than thou only to come out and sell us to the devil every time. Like it ain't no loyalty amongst this hip hop community is what it seems. The only people I didn't see who stay loyal, and I'm sure I might miss a few, so let me know. Wayne was loyal because he stepped out. Ice Cube was loyal. J. Cole has been solid. Kanye. There's just been a few, and I'm sure there's more. You know, I know XX Extension was very intelligent. Kodak Black, Lil Pump. There's a few who ain't trying to just ride the race wave or the race war color. But a lot of people are, and it's very sad and very unfortunate that that's how this thing's going. But let me know in the comments below, man. Are you just as disappointed with this vaccine thing up as I am? Um, I want to hear somebody's argument pro this damn thing because I can't think of one reason logically why anybody in the world is like, yeah, but I can't wait to go get the vaccine now because Juvenile made a track. I'm about to go get on this app. I mean, it fell into so many stereotypes. It just once again, I always say if you weren't in America and all you could do is look at the imagery of Black America, if you could just see the imagery doesn't match the story you're being told. The story you've been told is that they're oppressed and that white Americans hate them and they get treated terrible. But every time I see them on TV, they got a mouthful of gold teeth. They got a gold watch on, a gold necklace. They got 4 or 5 gold necklaces on, expensive shoes, expensive sunglasses. So I'm confused because I don't see poverty. I want to get to America and be wealthy like you guys. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Until next time, watch my other videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And whatever you do, do not, do not vax that thing up. You hear me?